नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् अनुग्रहाय लोकानाम् अवतीर्णाय विष्णवे क्लेशापहाय कृष्णायाः पार्थसारथये नमः. Namaste everyone. So last class we stopped with this ekada saha nrupaha mahata balena mragayarthi sabaryah vanamagachat saha tatra mrigane varahane mahishane anyane cha vanyane shvapadane ghranne yadrichaya kridatah harinamitунस्य pumamsam swasharasya sharavyam akarot. So between the while he was doing the hunting, by mistake, he killed the male deer. With this, we stopped in the last session. So, the next will be Sacha Tena Balavat Marmani Taditaha Tan Rigarupam Vihaya Tapasaveshena Savyatham Idam Aha Bhorajan Aham Kila Kindamo Nama Maharshihi Swachanda Bhoga Kamyaya Dvandva Dharmaham Evam Acharam ईदृशे मयि कम अपराध लवम उत्प्रेक्ष्य प्रहृतवान asi. So like the previous session, first I'll tell you the meaning of the whole paragraph, then we'll see the word to word meaning. So sahacha balavat marmani taditaha. So he was so he between the male and the female, Pandu hit the male deer. So the deer, when hit by Pandu on the marmani is the vital organs. When he was hit by Pandu on the vital organs, he immediately left the form of a deer. See, he is a Muni by name Kindama, who has taken the form of a deer. So the Muni, the Rishi, immediately left the form of deer and took the form of a sage and uttered these words with an immense pain. Savyatham idam aha. So Savyatham is Vyataya saha Savyatham. With a great pain, with an immense pain, he spoke. He says this. Bhorajan aham kila Kindamo nama maharshihi. So he says, O king, I am the Rishi by name Kindama. So in order to have an union without any hindrance, I took the form of a deer. So here Dvandva Dharma, Dvandvam is Paraspara Virodham, we use the word Dvandvam. So here Dvandva Dharma has many meanings. Sukha, Dukkham is also Dukha, Dvandva Dharma. Shita, Ushnam is also Dvandva Dharma. But here in this context, this word Dvandva Dharma means the state of being together. So the Rishi Kindama, he wanted to have an union with his Stri without any hindrance. So he took the form of a deer. So that is the state of being together. When such is the case, what was the basis or anticipation? On what basis or on what anticipation you hit me? So, idrishe mai kam aparadha lavam utprekshya prahritavan asi. So, when such is the condition, I have not caused any hindrance or any trouble to any of you. So, what is the reason for causing hitting me like this? So this was the question of Rishi Kindama. So this is the meaning of the whole passage. Now we'll see the word to word meaning. Sahacha tena balavat marmani taditaha tat mrigarupam vihaya tapasaveshena savyatham idam aha. So here Saha here goes to Kindama. Saha cha tena here goes to Panduna. Saha tena Panduna taditaha. So he was hit, it's in passive. Karmani prayogam. Saha Kindamaha tena Panduna taditaha. So that Rishi Kindama was hit, taditaha was hit by tena Panduna. Where Marmani is the vital organs. So Balavatu Marmani. Balavatu is forcibly. The arrow did not just did a patch on his body and went. It's not like that. It was a very forcible attack. So Balavatu Marmani Saha Kindamaha Tena Panduna Taditaha. So the moment, tat kshanameva, the moment he was hit by the arrow forcibly by Pandu, Tadu mriga roopam vihaya. So the Kindama Rishi, immediately he had taken the form of a deer. Immediately he left the shariram of the he came out of the form. He became a sage again. So he had taken the form of a deer. Now mriga roopam vihaya. Vihaya is tyaktva. Leaving the mriga roopam, the form of a deer, tapasa veshena. So he was in the form of a tapasi. Tapasaha is one who does the tapas. Tapaha asti asya iti tapasaha. Tapasasya veshaha tapasaveshaha tena tapasaveshena savyatham idam aha. Savyatham aha. Savyatham comes as an kriya visheshanam. It is an adverb here. Savyatham idam aha. Savyatham is with a great difficulty. He says this. Bho Rajan, Ho King, Aham kila Kindamo namar maharshihi. Aham Kindamo nama maharshihi kila. I am the sage by name Kindama. Swachanda bhoga kamyaya dvandva dharma aham evam acharam. So swachanda bhoga kamyaya. So in order to have a swachandam is on his own, independent we say. Here is without any hindrance. Swachanda bhoga kamyaya. With having an interest of having a swachanda bhogam, to have a union with my partner, dvandva dharma aham evam acharam. Evam acharam. Evam acharam means I did this. Okay, charati acharam. I was moving around like this. Okay. So in what way? Dvandva dharma aham. So this dvandva dharma goes as an adjective for aham. Aham dvandva dharma evam acharam. So I was doing having time with my union with my counterpart, and I was in the state of being together. That is dvandva dharma. Aham evam acharam. Then idrishe mayi. Idrishe is when I am in such a, tadrishaha is like that, idrishaha is like this. Idrishe mayi, when I am with my counterpart and I was not committing any wrong deed to anyone, kam aparadham lavam utprekshya. Aparadham is mistake. Kam aparadham. Based on what? Lavam is very less. What? Based on aparadasya lavaha, aparada lavaha. Tam aparada lavam. Kam aparada lavam. On what basis or anticipation, utprekshya is having a thought of tvam prahrutavan asi. Why did you hit me? This is the meaning. So here, balavati marmani is, so saha I said it goes to Kindama and tena goes to Panduna. So here, balavati marmani. So marmani here is, it is a marman shabdam, nakaranta, and it is in saptami vibhakti, ekavachanam. It means the vital organ. And balavati marmani, balavan marmani, you have anunasika sandhi. And taditaha tan mriga roopam. Taditaha again is ikta pratyayam. Taditaha tan mriga roopam is again visarga changing into sakara. Tan mriga roopam tat tasya mriga roopam. Mriga roopam is mrigasya roopam. He had taken the form of it. We cannot say mrigasya roopam iva roopam yasya. Here is he himself has taken the form of a deer. So mrigasya roopam. So mrigasya roopam tasya mrigasya roopam vihaya. Vihaya is tyaktva. V is the upasarga, ha tyage, and it is in lyap. Like how you get the jahati, jahitaha, jahati, no? Like that. And tapasa veshena. So tapasaha is tapaha asti asya iti tapasaha. One who does the penance is called a tapasaha. Okay. So tapasasya veshaha, tapasa veshaha. The form of a tapasa, tena tapasa veshena. Swachinda savyatham idam aha. Savyatham is with great difficulty, with great sorrow, what do you say? With an immense pain, he said this. Idam aha. Savyatham is vyataya saha savyatham. Idam aha. Aha is again brew. It's in lat. Bhorajan, ho king, aham kila, kindamo nama maharshihi. So here kindamo has become a visargasya utvak. So then guna. So kindamo nama maharshihi, swachanda boga kamyaya. Swachandena bogaha, swachanda bogaha. Swachanda bogasya kamya, swachanda boga kamya, taya kamyaya. So I wanted to have a free union without any hindrance. So I had taken the form of a this one, deer. Dvandva dharma aham evam acharam. So there are 4 words there. One is dvandva dharma, another is aham, then evam plus acharam. See here, this dvandva dharma is means in this context it means that it is a state of being together. So here what happens, there is a sutram called dharmat anich kevalat iti sutrena. Anich is added, comes after the word dharma when it is the last word of the bahuvrihi compound. For example, if I say kalyana dharma, kalyanaha dharmaha yasya saha kalyana dharma, priya dharmaha, priya dharma, priyaha dharmaha asya iti priya dharma. It is a nakaranta pullinga. Dharma dharmanau dharmanaha is a shabdam. Again, the same way, it is dvandvaha dharmaha yasya dvandva dharma. So by the sutram dharmat anichu kevalat iti sutrena. See, if there are 2 words in the bahuvrihi compound, then the word doesn't take this anich, that an doesn't come. Then the rupam will be paramaha, paramasva dharmaha, paramaha swaha dharmaha, paramaswa dharmaha. It will be akaranta pullinga. Here it is dharma dharmanau dharmanaha, it is a nakarantam. And if it is like dvandva dharmaha, then the rupam should have been dharmaha aham, then dharmoham, purva rupa sandhi should have come. As the form is dvandva dharma aham, the vigravakyam for this is dvandva dharmaha yasya saha dvandva dharma. This anich has come due to this sutram called dharmat anich kevalat iti sutrena. Okay va? So dvandva dharma aham evam acharam. Acharam is charati and lang lakara. So idrishe mai kam aparadha lavam utprekshya prahritavan asi. Prahritavan is snatching, prahritavan is praharaha, hitting. And what? So prahritavan is in tavatu pratyayam. So you have to complete it with a lakaram. Asi. Tvam prahritavan asi. Kam aparadha lavam utprekshya. So on what basis, having what in mind, you hit me? On what basis? What mistake I committed for you to hit me like this? So kam aparadha lavam. Lavam is lesham, very little. So aparadhasya lavaha, aparadha lavaha. Tam aparadha lavam utprekshya is looking into. So ud and pra or upasarga there. Iksh is a dhatu and it is in lyap. Acharam, I told you, it is char gatau bhakshanecha and it's in langlakara. Prahritavan, again, pra is the upasarga. Hri dhatu, it is in tavatu pratyaya, as you all know. So, and I think I also said all the sandhis. So, sahaja tena balavatu marmani taditaha tanmrugarupam vihaya tapasaveshena savyatham idam aha bhorajan aham kila kindamo nama maharshihi swachanda bhoga kamyaya dvandva dharmaham evam acharam idrishe mai kam aparadhalavam utprekshya prahritavan asi. Next. Nahi niraparadah विशेषतो माननीयो मादृशो जनो वा अहिंसया एव प्राणयात्रां वर्तयन् मृगो वा पीडयितुं ते साम्प्रतम् हिंस्रस्य दमनाय हि राज्ञां शस्त्रं न तु कृपणजनक्लेशाय. So it's like an arthantaranyasam alankaram sentence here. See, he says the Kindama Rishi, who was in the form of a deer, now has taken the form of a stag. He has taken his original form. So he speaks. I'll tell you the meaning of the paragraph. a flawless person, especially a respectable person, or a person like me, a deer, and also a deer that leads a life of a non-violence, that lives by not hurting anybody, should never be hurt. It is not appropriate to hurt such a being. A king should use his weapon. The last two lines are like Arthantaranyasam. A king should use weapon to punish those who cause trouble. Weapon should not be used to hurt the innocent people. The same context comes in Abhignana Shakuntalam. When Dushyanta enters the Kanva's ashramam, immediately the tapasa, they over there, they say, our ashramam mrugoyam na hantavyo na hantavyo. Why? Tadashu krita sandhanam pratisamhara sayakam artatranaya vahashastram na prahartum anagasi. Should never, a king should never hurt anybody who is anagasi, is anagaha, is niraparadaha. Niraparaade jane janeshu shastram prahrtum raja na shaknoti. So ashu is shigram krita sandhanam sayakam pratisamhara. You hold your bow. The same way, Kindama talks to Pandu, saying that Himstrasya damanaya hi rajnyam shastram. What is the purpose of a king holding a weapon? He must use his weapon to punish the people or the person who caused trouble, who is the reason for the trouble. Not for kripana jana kleshaya. Kripanaha is dinaha. Not to trouble. Kleshaha is dukkham. Trouble. The king's weapon should not hit or cause trouble to Dina Janaha. So this is the meaning of the paragraph. So here, Niraparadaha Visheshataha Mananiyaha Madrisho Janova Ahimsaya eva pranayatram vartayan mrigova pidayitum te sampratam. Nahi. Sampratam here means it's not like samprati. Idanim ityarte atrana upayogaha. Sampratam ityukte uchitam ityartaha. So, nahi sampratam. Te, to you, na sampratam, na uchitam. What is na uchitam? Pidayitum na uchitam. Na sampratam. You should not trouble anybody. It is not suitable for a king to trouble anyone. Whom he should not. So it means that the king should not hit anyone. What is the Raja Dharma? He has to fight and protect his country. Yes, he should protect his country. He should protect the needy who deserves a protection. Not for people. Niraparadaha is nirgataha aparadaha or aparadasya vavaha. One who has not committed any mistake, he is called as niraparadaha. Visheshataha mananiyaha. See, this Visheshato Mananiyo, you can take this as an adjective for Madrisho Janaha. When Kindama addresses himself, but it will be like a self-boasting. So we can say that Niraparadaha, a person who has not committed any mistake, number one. Number two is Visheshataha Mananiyo. In particular, especially a respect, Mananiyaha is Adaraniyaha, a person who should be given the respect, a respectable person, Madrusho Janova, and people like me. I am a rishi. I have Loka Kshemartham aham karyam karomi, natu Loka Samharartham. So, Madrusho Janova. So, or people like me, you can take it as Niraparadaha, one. Visheshataha Mananiyo Madrusho Janova, because Va comes as or, this or that. Niraparadaha, one who has not committed any mistake. Visheshataha, in particular, especially a respectable person like me. Then, who else should not be hurt? Ahimsaya eva pranayartram vartayanne mrigahava. Mrigo is deer here. Ahimsaya eva. So, what is a deer is not a wild animal. It's not a domestic animal also, but it can be domesticated. It is not himsra jantu nam samuhe na bhavati mrigaha. So ahimsaya eva pranayatram vartayanne. Ahimsa is non-violence, not hurting anybody. So ahimsaya, one who leads his life by not hurting anyone. So ahimsaya eva pranayatram vartayanne is kurvan. So one who leads his life. So pranasya yatra, pranayatra, Tam pranayatram ahimsaya eva vartayannu mrigaha. Vartayannu goes for mrigaha. Okay. So it is Shatru and it is a niche. Vartayannu mrigova pidayitum te sampratam nahi. Nahi sampratam. It is not uchitam for you to hit somebody like this. Okay. So here, Niraparadaha is aparadharahitaha, aparadasya bhavaha. Visheshataha comes as it is an avyayam. And mananiyo again is, it is a anir pratyayam. Man is the dhatu there. It is again niche. Madrishaha, jano. Madrishaha goes was an adjective for janaha, va, as an avyayam. Ahimsaya eva, ahimsaya, ahimsa, taya, ahimsaya. Na himsa, ahimsa, taya, ahimsaya. Ahimsaya plus eva, ahimsa eva, vriddhi sandhi. Pranayatram, pranasya yatra, pranayatra is the journey of life, they say, no? So they lead the life like this. Who? The mrigaha. Ahimsaya eva, pranayatram, vartayanne. Vartayanne is again vritti vartane, shatru. It goes to the mrigaha. Va, pidayitum, to hurt. Te is from you, a person like you. Sampratam, yuktam, it's an avyayam. Then how does he justify by saying this? Himsrasya damanayahi rajnyam shastram. So rajnyam shastram, the weapon of the kings. Okay. Himsrasya damanaya. Damanam is to, what to say? Dandaya. Himsraha is bad, wicked. Or the people who cause trouble. Okay. Himsrasya damanayahi rajnyam shastram. Rajnyam shastram, the weapon of the kings, are used only to punish the himsra, the people who give trouble. Nadu kripana jana kleshaya. So kripanaha janaha, kripana janaha. Kripanaha is dina, who wants some support. So kripana jananam or kripana janasya kleshaha tasmai kleshaya natu. Not for the shastram of the king is not used to hit such, punish such dina janaha. So here, himsrasya damanaya again is dandaha, rajnyam shastram. Kripana jana kleshaya is kripanaha janaha, tasya kleshaha, tasmai kripana jana kleshaya. So nahi niraparado visheshato mananiyo madrusho janova ahimsaya eva pranayatram vartayanne mrugova pidayitum. Pidayitum is again tumun pratyam. Te sampratam. Himsrasya damanaya hi rajnyam shastram natu kripana jana kleshaya. So next. So here I think again here the niraparado visheshato mananiyo madrisho jano, all are you have that visargasya utvam, then gunaha. Ahimsaya plus eva I said vriddhi. Vartayan I said shatru. That's all. Then yadevam anakalayya mam avadihi tasmat Stri vyatikara nimitta eva tavapi mrityuhu asthu iti shaptva virata asuhu abhut. So now Kindama said, so etu evam anakalayya. So without thinking you killed me. So what is the shapam? What is the curse I'm going to give you is, your death will also happen when you have an union with your wife. So thus cursing Pandu, the sage Kindama died. He passed away. This is the meaning of the first sentence. Next, I'll tell, once we finish this, then we'll go to the next line. Yet evam anakalayya. So akalayya is thinking, having regarded. Anakalayya is not having this in mind. Mam avadihi. So you understood, you didn't have all these things in your mind before you released your arrow on me. What are the things he said? Rajnyam shastram himsrasya damanaya. Natu klesha jana, Natu kripana jana kleshaya. It is not for hurting the dina jana. So you didn't, as a king, you failed to remember all these points, all these rules that are prescribed for a king. So, evam anakalaya, not having regard or not having such thoughts in mind, mam avadihi. So, you killed me. So, avadihi is killed. It's an handatu. It's a lung lagara. Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam. Mam avadihi, you killed me. Tasmat. So what is the shapam is going to be? Tasmat karanat. Tasmat karanat ityukte rajnyam ke smaraniyaha vishayaha तान् सर्वान् विषयान् भवता न स्मृतम् edam tasmat karanat. What is the curse I'm going to give you? Stri vetikara nimittah eva tavabi mrityuhu astu. So tasmat karanat tavapi, to you also, mrityuhu astu means mrityuhu bhavatu. Let you also die. Everyone is going to die. What? You will be dying. What is the cause? What is the reason for your death? What is going to be the reason for your death? Stri vyatikara nimittaha. Vyatikaraha means sambandaha ityartha. Mishranam. Okay, union. Vyatikaraha sambandaha. So stri vyatikara nimittam. Nimittam is the nimittam is சொல்றோம் இல்லையா சூச்சகம். That is the reason. So stri vyatikara nimittaha eva. So stri vyatikara striyam vyatikaraha sambandaha stri vyatikaraha. स्त्री व्यतिकर एव निमित्तः तव मृत्योः. So for your death, what is going to be the reason? स्त्री व्यतिकरः is स्त्री मिश्रणम, स्त्री संबंधः एव निमित्तः is the cause. स्त्री व्यतिकर निमित्तः तवापि मृत्युः भवति. अस्तु इति शप्त्वा, thus giving a curse, virata asuhu abhut. Asuhu here means pranaha ityartha. It is a ukaranta pullinga. It's a nitya bahuvachana shabdam. See, we have ridhi prano gude apanaha samano nabhimandale udanaha kanta deshasto vyanaha sarva sharirakaha. So pancha pranaha we have: prana, apana, samana, udana, vyanaha. So here pranavayu is in the hridayam, apanam is the malatyaga dwaram, and samana vayu is in the nabhi, and udana vayu is in the kante, vyana vayu sampurne sharire. So here asuhu is an ukaranta pullinga shabdam which is a nitya bahuvachana. Okay, so asavaha is the rupam. So here asuhu is comes as a compound word. So virataha asavaha yasmat saha, it goes as an adjective for the Kindama. So yadu evam anakalaya. So by not giving such a thought, tvam mam avadihi, you killed me. So here evam anakalaya, na akalaya, anakalaya. A is the upasarga and the kala gatau sankyane, that is a dhatu, lyap and nich, anakalaya, mam, me, avadihi, handatu, lunglakaram, tasmat karanat, stri vyatikara. If you are finding it difficult, no, you can break all these words. Yat plus evam, yedevam is just vasandhi. Anakalaya, then mam, you can put a comma. Avadihi, again mam, avadihi. Visarga has become a sakara here. Then you have another word called tasmat, comma. Stri vyatikara nimittaha. Striyam vyatikaraha. Stri vyatikaraha. Stri vyatikara eva nimittaha. It goes as an adjective for mrityuhu. Okay, va? So stri vyatikara nimittaha. Nimitta plus eva, nimitta eva, visargasya lopaha. Tava plus api, tavapi, savarna dirgha santi. Mrityuhu astu is visarga visarga changing to rakara. Iti, saying thus, shaptva. Shap is to curse. Twantam, twa pratyantam. Virata asuhu abhut. Abhut again is lung. Virataha asavaha yasmat saha. So saha munihi. Okay, it goes as an adjective for munihi. From whom the asavaha is pranaha. Virataha is stopped. It doesn't function anymore. So pranaha virataha. So yet evam manakalaya mam avadihi tasmat stri vyatikara nimitta eva tavapi mrityuhu astu iti shaptva virata asuhu abhut. So what did the king do? Tat shrutva raja vyachintayat. किम् इदम् अन्यत् आचरतो मे अन्यत् आपतितम् न हि निरङ्कुशः कार्यम् अकार्यं वा विमृशति. So tat shrutva. So listening to after listening to the words of the sage Kindama, the king thought, I was aiming at something but committed some other mistake. A person who loses his control cannot discriminate between the right and the wrong. Nirankushaha, Ankushaha is a hook or a barrier. One who has ஒரு கட்டுப்பாடுன்னு சொல்றோம் இல்லையா, one who has a hold. Nirankushaha is one who has loosened his control. Nasti Ankushaha iva prabandakaha pratibandakaha yasya. So like that. So I have been a Nirankushaha karyam akaryam kartum yogyam karyam kartum ayogyam anuchitam is akaryam. So I was unable to discriminate between the right and the wrong. விமர்சனம்னு விமர்சனம்னு சொல்லிடுறோம் இல்லையா தமிழ்ல. விசே விமர்சனம்னா கிரிட்டிக்ஸ்னு அர்த்தம். விமர்சதி ஹியர் இஸ் I am unable to discriminate, I am unable to separate between the come at a conclusion between the good and the to decide the good and the bad. So tachrutva raja vyachintayat. This is the meaning of this sentence. Tachrutva is tasya Kindama-munehe vachanam shrutva ityartha. So tat means anda vakyam, that word, those words. So tasya munehe vachanam shrutva. After listening to the munivar, sage Raja vyachintayat. So that the king thought. Vyachintayat is, you have V and achintayat. It is in langlakara. So vyachintayat langlakara prathama purusha ekavachanam. Kim idam anyat acharatah me anyat apatitam. Me anyat acharataha me. I was about to do something else. Acharataha is chardatu. A is the upasargam. It is in the shatru. It goes as an adjective for me. It is in shashti vibhakti ekavachanam. So me acharataha. Achar shatru shashti vibhakti ekavachanam. So anyat acharataha me. I was planning to do something else. Why did I come to the forest with my wives and the saparivaram, with my army? I wanted to enjoy the hunting expedition. Where I have finally arrived at is, me anyat apatitam. Apatitam is something has fallen on me. So anyat apatitam. Anyat acharataha me. So this acharataha goes as an adjective for me. Me is also mama me. Shashti ekavachanam. Me anyat apatitam. Something has fallen on me. Okay. Nahi nirankushaha karyam akaryam va vimrishati. So nirankushaha, ankusha rahitaha, one who doesn't have any pratibandakam, one who doesn't have any control, one who is in a swachanda chari. For him, karyam akaryam va nahi vimrishati. This nahi, you have to put it before the verb. Nirankushaha karyam akaryam va nahi vimrishati. Nirankushaha, ankusharahitaha, nasti ankushaha iva pratibandaka. Ankusham is the hook. We close the door, we close something with a hook or tapadnu solrom இல்லையா, அந்த மாதிரி. So there is a கட்டுப்பாடு, there is a control. Nirankushaha is ankusharahitaha. So ankushasya abhavaha nirankushaha. Nirankushaha sanne aham. So Nirankushaha goes as an adjective for the king. Nirankushaha Raja, he says to himself, Aham Nirankushaha sanne karyam akaryam va. Karyam is kartum yogyam, akaryam is kartum ayogyam va. Nahi vimrishati. So here, actually, kim anyad acharataha me anyad apatitam, he tells to himself. This Nirankushaha again is a generalized statement. And it is applied for the Raja, applicable. So you can tell it as aprasuddha prashamsa. It's a generalized statement, but in the present context, it is applicable to the king. So Nirankushaha aham karyam akaryam va nahi vimrishati. So here again, tatu plus shrutva, tat shrutva, you have this shrutva sandhi. Then Raja vyachintayat, vi achintayat, kim idam. Anyat plus acharataha, anyad acharataha is again jasva sandhi. Me anyat is again purva rupam. Anyat plus apatitam, anyad apatitam is jastvam. A pat ikta pratyam, patitam. Okay. Nahi nirankushaha नास्ति अंकुशः इव प्रतिबन्धकः यस्य निरंकुशः कार्यम अकार्यम वा विमृशति. Vimrishati is again mrish is the dhatu. Mrish amarshane. Here the vimarshanam v is an upasarga which changes the meaning of the dhatu. It is like analyzing. Nahi vimrishati. He doesn't analyze. So tachrutva. So tachrutva raja vyachintayat kimidam anyat acharatah me anyat apatitam. Nahi nirankushah karyam akaryam va vimrishati. Then, so now Kindama is not there. There's only Pandu who is there in the forest. So he is lamenting. He feels bad for his deeds. Whatever he has committed, no, he feels he repents. He regrets now. So Ishvaro hi purushaha parasya sukha na samvedayate. Napi atmanaha hitahite pashyati. Madantaha gaja iva paribbraman yatra kutrapi vyasana mahagarte nipatya सीदति madasya moolam prabhutvam natu madhyam. Beautiful sentence. So a person who is a leader, who is a head of a institution or head of something, so leader will never make an effort to understand the happiness and sorrow of others. Generally we talk about politicians, no, they enjoy everything but they don't understand the difficulties of the common people. So a person who is a leader, so the king talks about himself. So talks about not about himself, it is about a person who is in a higher position. So a person who is a leader, head of an institution, will never make an effort to understand the happiness and sorrow of others or a common people. And he never looks into the good and bad. He loses his power like here the king is compared to a gaja, an elephant. What does that gaja do? Madandaha. When the elephant is into mada, when he become very arrogant, madaha, madena andaha, madandaha, gajaha iva is a upamalankaram here. Paribrahman, how a gaja, when it was in an uncontrollable state, it moves around and it falls into a vyasana mahagarte nipatya. Mahagartam is water. Distress is a huge hole. So vyasanam is distress, difficulty. Mahagartam is a huge hole. So he falls into a pit. Same way, the king, what he does, the king also becomes blind or concealed by his own arrogance, falls into a pit and he loses all his power. So the power of power lies in not using the power, right? So when you are in a higher position, you should not use your power. You should use the power at the right time and not in a wrong place. Then the next sentence is madasya moolam prabhutvam natu madhyam. Madhyam is, we call it as varuni, no? Varuni is a intoxicated drink. Liquor solron, yeah. So that is called as varuni. So here madhyam is that which makes a person intoxication, brings intoxication to a person. So here madasya moolam prabhutvam. Prabhutvam hi madasya moolam natu madhyam. That is the prose form. Prabhutvam is power or lordship, leadership is the reason for madasya moolam, for arrogance. Natu madhyam, not the intoxicated drink. The intoxicated drink will make you in a madhya state. But this more than that intoxicated drink, what makes a person with full arrogance is prabhutvam, the leadership or lordship. So this is the meaning of the paragraph. So Ishvaro hi purushaha parasya sukha dukhe sorry. Ishvaro hi purushaha parasya sukha dukhe na samvedayate. Napi atmanaha hita hite pashyati. Ishvaro hi purushaha. Ishvaraha here is not God. It's Lord, leader. Ishvaro hi purushaha. When a person becomes a leader, what he does, saha purushaha parasya. Parasya is anyasya, anyesha. Parasya sukham cha dukkham cha sukha dukhe. Okay, sukha dukhe na samvedayate. So samvedayate is he doesn't understand. he is not aware of. So some with jnane is a dhatu there. It's an atmanepadi, prathama purusha and nich. Purushaha sukadukhe anyasya sukadukhe na samvedayate. So he is not experiencing his own sorrow. He is unable to experience the happiness and sorrow of the another person. So na samvedayate. Napi atmanaha hitahite pashyati. So hitam cha hitahite. Hitam is good, ahitam is bad. So atmanaha is self. Atmanaha hita ahite api hitahite api na pashyati. So you should take the na there. Atmanaha is his own self. Hitam is good, ahitam is bad. So hitahite atmanaha shashti vibhakti. Atmanaha hitahite. Napi pashyati. So he doesn't, the person who's in a higher position does not calculate, or he doesn't try to understand his own good or bad. So how is he like? What is he compared to? Such a great person, Ishvaraha. He's like a madandaha gajaha. Madaha is arrogance. So madena andaha gaja iva. So when the elephant, when it goes to an uncontrollable condition, madam mudichurthun solrom illaya. So madena andaha. So gajaha iva. So one who has become andaha is blind due to its arrogance. So the king here is compared to the elephant. So madandaha gajaha iva. So like an elephant who is in an uncontrollable due to its arrogance, who has become blind due to its arrogance, paribraman, moving around, yatra kutrapi is somewhere, some pit. Vyasana mahagarte. Vyasanam is dukkham, kashtam. Kashtameva vyasanam. Mahagarta is a huge hole. Gartaha is water. Hole. So mahancha asau gartaha mahagartaha. Vyasanameva mahagartaha. So dukkham kashtameva mahagarte nipatya. Falling into such a pit. Nipatya is ni upasarga pat lyap sidati. So he feels very bad. He visharana gatyavasaraneshu sid dhatu. So he puts himself into a trouble. So madandaha gajaha iva raja bhavati. So this is the upamalankaram here. So raja gajaha iva. So what is a common attribute? What is the sadharana dharmam between the king and the gaja, elephant? Madandaha. Gajaha api madandaha. Raja api madandaha. So uncontrollable elephant and the raja who has concealed himself, who has covered his eyes, who has become blind due to his arrogance. So madandaha, and both of them are paribrahman. They both are moving around. Yatra kutrapi vyasana mahagarte nipatya. Gajaha api vyasana mahagarte. Gaja falls into a pit when it's in the uncontrollable stage. Here the raja falls into a pit when he is when the arrogance takes over him. So vyasanam, here vyasanam is dukkham. Dukkhameva mahagartam. What is a pit? Raja doesn't go and fall into a pit. Here for Raja, vyasanameva mahagartaha. The dukkham itself is a big pit. Nipatya, after falling into it, sidati, he feels bad. Okay, so this is the comparison, Upama Alankara. Then madasya moolam prabhutvam natu madhyam. Prabhutvam hi madasya moolam. So prabhoho bhavaha prabhutvam. Prabhuta prabhutvam. So holding the position of a leader. So being a leader is a reason, is the cause for madasya moolam is a root. What is the root cause for a king being arrogant? Being a king itself gives him that arrogance. That power, prabhutvam is the power that gives him the arrogance. Natu madhyam, not the intoxicated liquor. Okay, so here, Ishvaro hi purushaha parasya sukadukkhena samvedayate napi atmanaha hitahite pashyati. So here again, Ishvaro hi is visarga sandhi. Napi atmanaha, na plus api, napi savarna dirgham. Napi plus atmanaha, napyatmanaha is sandhi. Madandaha, again, madena handaha is the vigravakyam. Again, for the samasta padam, you are using savarna dirgham. Mada plus andaha, madandaha. Madando, again, visarga sandhi. Paribrahman is pari is the upasargam. Brahma is the dhatu, and it is in shatru pratyayam. Gajaha iva paribhraman raja. Gajaha paribhraman. Yatra kutra plus api kutra api savarna dirgham. Vyasanameva mahagartaha tasmin mahagarte. Okay. Nipatya ni pat is a dhatu and it is a lyap sidati. Matasya moolam prabhutvam natu madhyam. Okay. Next. Next, what he does. Ataha tat kshapaneena tapasa eva ayushaha sheshaha me shesho me yapayitavyo natu bhogena iti vyavasita matihi ativa dukkhitam swam parivaram kathamapi nagaraya nivartaya masa tataha cha nagaraihi abhyartito dhritarashtraha swapitra gangeyena kaniyasa bratra vidurena cha anumataha swayam rajyam akarot. So what is the meaning of the paragraph? So by kshapanam is kshapayati. Okay. So kshapayati is vishayaragam yaha kshapayati. That is why this Bauddha sannyasi and Jaina sannyasi, they are called as kshapanakaha. If you read dramas like Mrichagatikam or Mudra Rakshasam, you come across these characters. Kshapanakaha. Kshapayati vishayaragam saha kshapana. That is kshapanam. One who does that is called kshapanakaha. Here kshapanayana is so by suppression. Pandu decided to spend the rest of his life by performing penance and not by enjoying the material pleasures. So he understood this is my mistake. Though I have got a punishment in the form of a curse, I have to put a circle for myself. By killing that Kindama, and he has clearly cursed that whenever I am in union with my wives, the death will occur for me. So what I am going to do, I'm not going to go back to the kingdom. What I'm going to do is, Pandu decided to spend the rest of his life by performing penance and not by enjoying the laukika sukham, material pleasures. Somehow, he somehow sent his army back to the kingdom. Then, so now somebody has to rule the kingdom, right? So as requested by the learned and also permitted by Bhishma and Vidura, Dhritarashtra adorned the throne. He ruled the kingdom. So this is the meaning of the paragraph. So ataha tat kshapanena tapasa eva ayushaha sheshaha me yapayitavyah natu bhogena ayushaha sheshaha me yapayitavyah. So tavyat pratyam. So yapayitavyah is I have to prapane tavyat it is pullinga yati yataha yanti same dhatu. So yapayitavyah. So ayushaha sheshaha here means sheshaha shesham both pullinga napumsaklinga means avashishtam ityartah. शेषः इत्युक्ते शेषनागः इत्यपि अर्थः बट अस्मिन् सन्दर्भे शेषो इत्युक्ते अवशिष्टः इत्यर्थः सो आयुषः शेषः सो द रिमैनिंग पार्ट ऑफ माय लाइफ आयुषः इज शकारान्त नपुंसकलिङ्गं षष्ठी विभक्ति एकवचनम् आयुषः शेषः द रिमैनिंग पार्ट ऑफ माय लाइफ मे यापयितव्यः आई हैव टू स्पेंड. How should I spend? Tapasa eva yapayitavyah. So I should spend my rest of my life by doing only the penance. I can't be after being a king, after killing such a sage by name Kindama and getting such a curse. I can't go back and rule the kingdom because I have not done the justice to my role. So Ayushaha Sheshaha me yapayitavyah. How should I spend? Tapasa eva. Tapasa eva is by doing only the penance. So tat kshapanena tapasa eva. Tat kshapanam is kshapayati. It's prerane vishayaragam tyajati ityartah. Kshapanena tat kshapanena tasya kshapanam tat kshapanam. What kshapanam? Vishayaragasya kshapanam. Leaving the material interest towards the material pleasures. Tapasa eva. Tapasa eva ayushaha sheshaha me yapayitavyah natu bhogena. So I can't spend my time by enjoying. Bhogaha is enjoyment. Iti vyavasita matihi. So vyavasita matihi yasya saha. Vyavasitam means nishchitam ityartah. With a determined mindset. Matihi is buddhihi. So vyavasita matihi yasya saha. It goes as an adjective for Pandu. Pandu iti vyavasita matihi Pandu ativa dukkhitam swam parivaram. Parivaram here means, parivaram in generally means family. In this context, The parivaram, the word parivaram is used for his sena. So he's not sending his wives back to the kingdom. Dukkhitam swam parivaram. So his own army, the whole army was very unhappy about the incidents that had occurred just before. So Dukkhitam. So it's very difficult. They were in a deep sorrow. So Dukkhitam swam parivaram. Ativa Dukkhitam. Extreme sorrow. Swam parivaram. His own Sena, army. Katham api. Somehow, Nagara, somehow in the sense he was unable to console them. So the people over there, the army men, they said, no, we will not go. We will stay with you for lifetime. Something they might have said. So katham api. Somehow he convinced them. Nagaraya, towards the city, nivartayamasa, he sent them. So ni vrit nich here. It is in lit pratama purusha ekavachanam. So how you should take is vyavasita matihi panduhu swam parivaram nagaraya nivartayamasa. You take this as a main sentence. It is continued with the previous slide. Ataha tat kshapanena tapasa eva ayushaha shesho me yapayitavyah nato bhogena. So I have to spend the rest of my life by doing penance, not by enjoying the material pleasure. Iti vyavasatamatihi pandu. With such a mindset, such a determined mindset, Swam Parivaram, his own army, Nagaraya Nivartayamasa, he sent them to the back to the kingdom. Okay. So how is the Parivaram? Dukkhitam, Swam, Parivaram. Dukkhitam and Swam comes as an adjective for Parivaram. Swam Parivaram, his own army. How the army was? Dukkhitam. It was very unhappy. Ativa Dukkhitam, extremely unhappy. Kathamapi, somehow, Nagaraya Nivartayamasa. Then, Tatahacha. So what happened? Now we have to move the scene to the kingdom. Tatascha, Nagaraihi Abhyarthito Dhritarashtraha, Swapitra Gangeyena, Kaniyasa Bratra Vidurena cha, Anumataha Swayam Rajyam Akarot. So the main sentence here, Tatahacha. Then, Dhritarashtraha Rajyam Akarot. So, Akarot is did. He did the kingdom. It means that he ruled the kingdom. Okay. Dhritarashtraha Rajyam Swayam on his own. Rajyam Akarot. Tatahacha is after this. After all these things happened and Pandu decided to stay back in the forest, he sent the message to the kingdom through the Sena. Nagaraihi abhyartitaha. Nagaraihi, nagare bhavaha, nagaraha or nagarikaha. Here vidagdaha, the scholars. So the scholars, the advisory, who are in the advisory board. So Nagaraihi abhyartitaha dhritarashtraha. So this Nagaraihi abhyartitaha, this abhyartitaha goes as an adjective for dhritarashtraha. So Dhritarashtra was not waiting for such an occasion to rule the kingdom. He, as requested by the Vidagdhas, the scholarly people, or the people in the advisory board, Nagaraihi abhyartitaha is prartitaha. Okay, abhi plus artitaha, ikta pratyam is considered as an adjective for Dhritarashtraha. Then what else? So Dhritarashtra just became the king because these people said. Not only that, who else approved for him becoming a king? Gangeyaha. Swapitra Gangeyena. So Pitra here is like ancestor. I mean, not Purvika. It is like Bhishma is his, Peripa. So Swapitra Gangeyena. Gangayaha apatyam puman Gangeyaha. Tena Gangeyena Anumataha. Then Kaniyasa Bratra, because Vidura is he is the minister of the kingdom. So Kaniyasa is Anujaha, Atyantam Yuva ityartaha. So it is Kaniyan, Kaniyam Sau, Kaniyam Saha, Kaniyam Sam, Kaniyam Sau, Kaniyam Saha, Kaniyasa goes as an adjective for Bratra. So Swapitra goes as an adjective for Gangeyena, Kaniyasa goes as an adjective for Bratra, Vidurena. So these two words are Visheshanam for Vidurena. Swapitra goes as an adjective for Gangeyena. Cha and. So he was Anumataha, permitted. So Abhyartitaha, Anumataha. It made a lot of difference, no? Nagaraha cannot give permission to the king. Whereas Gangeyaha, the Bhishma and Vidura should give the permission. Without their permission, he cannot adorn the throne. So Pitra Gangeyena, Kaniyasa Bratra Vidurena cha, Anumataha, Anu is the Upasarga and Man is the Dhatu. Mataha is an Ikta Pratyayam. Swayam on his own, Rajyam Akarot. So he did the Rajyam means he ruled the kingdom. Again. So now we'll go so Ataha Tat Kshapanena. Ataha is Visarga changing into Sakara. Tat Kshapanam is Tasya Kshapanam, Tat Kshapanam, Tena Kshapanena. Tapasa plus Eva, Tapasa Tapasi Tapamsi. Tapasa is the Tritiya Vibhakti. Tapasa plus Eva is Vriddhi Sandhi. Tapasa Eva. Ayushaha is Shakaranta again. And Sheshaha, Me Yapaitavyaha is Yadatu. Tavyat pratyam na tu bhogena iti vyavasitamatihi goes as an adjective for Pandu. Vyavasita matihi yasya saha, as matihi is a strilinga word. We have to use the word vyavasitaha as vyavasita. So vyavasita matihi yasya saha vyavasita matihi nishchita matihi ityartaha. Matihi plus ativa matirativa visarga changing to rakara. Dukhitam Swam Parivaram. So this Dukhitam and Swam comes as an adjective for Parivaram. Katam Katamapi Nagaraya Nivartaya Masa Ni Vritti Nich. It is in lit lakara. Pratama Purusha Ekavachanam. Then Tataha plus cha, tatascha, again Visarga Sandhi. Visarga changing to Sakara, then you get the Shtutva Sandhi also. Nagaraihi Abhyartitaha Nagare Bhavaha Nagaraha. Here it means Vidagdaha Ityartaha. So Taihi Vidagdaihi Abhyartitaha. Abhi is a Upasarga. Artitaha. It is an Ikta Pratyayam. Prartitaha Ityartaha. So again, Nagaraihi plus Abhyartitaha. Visarga changing to Rakara. Abhyartitaha Dhritarashtraha. Visargasya Utvam Gunam. Swapitra, Swasya Pita, Swapita, Tena, Swapitra, Gangeyena, Gangayaha, Patyam Puman, Gangeyaha, Tena Gangeyena. Again, Kaniyasa is Anujaha, Engavan. So, Kaniyan, and it is Kaniyasa is Tritiya Vibhakti Ekavachana. Kaniyasa, Kaniyobhyam, Kaniyobihi. Bratra. So, these two words, Kaniyasa and Bratra, goes as an adjective for Vidurena. All are in Tritiya Vibhakti. Cha Anumataha, Anu plus Mandatu Ikta Pratyam, Swayam Rajyam Akarot. Akarot is Kridhatu, Langlakara, Pratama Purusha Ekavachana. Okay, va? So, Ataha Tat Kshapanena, Tapasa Eva Ayushaha Shesho Me Yapaitavyo. Yapaitavyo again here is Sandhi, Sarga Sandhi, Natu Bhogena, Iti Vyavasitamatihi, Ativa Dukhitam Swam Parivaram, Katamapi, Nagaraya Nivartaya Masa, Tatascha, Nagaraihi, Abhyartito Dhritarashtraha, Swapitra, Gangeyena, Kaniyasa Bhratra Vidurena cha Anumataha, Swayam Rajyam Akarot. So Pandustu Tadrishe Vyasane api anuvartamanabhyam tabhyam bharyabhyam saha munijana uchitaya vritya tatraiva niyamaparaha kalam gamayanne rajyadapi param nirvrittim avapa or apa sagadachit pauramukena prajavatim antarvatnim avagatya kshubitamatihi swayamapi putriyan rahasi jeshtam bharyam kuntim idam avauchat. So he has concised so many stories into 2 lines. So he spent Pandu decided to spend the time in the forest along with his 2 wives, and he was strictly adhering to the Muni Jana Uchitam. That is the role that is fit only. He led the life of a sage. Niyama Paraha. नियमः एव परः परः इत्युक्ते श्रेष्ठः इत्यर्थः नियम एव परः यस्य सः राजा कालं गमयन्ने राज्यादपि परां निर्वृत्तिं. So he was experiencing a great happiness when compared to what he was having in the kingdom. Nirvrittim is relief. Okay. Then once Pauramukhena, Paurajanaihi, from the citizens, Prajavati is sister-in-law, brother's wife. When he understood that the brother's wife has conceived, has become pregnant, Kshubitamatihi, he was with a disturbed mind, agitated mind. Swayamapi putriyan rahasi jeshtam bharyam Kuntim idam also. So he also wanted to have an issue of his own. So he was started talking to Kunti. We have to do a lot of things, grammar and all in this. We'll do this in the next class. Okay. Hmm. Uh, 1 minute. Questions. Yeah. Shrutva is, yeah, Tat Shrutva, correct. Adi-Parva, is it okay for self-study for this? Yeah, sure. Mahabharata. Yeah, yes. Oh, very good. Somebody has purchased the Bharata-Sangraha. It's very good. Thank you. Anyone else? Any other one? Somebody has raised the hand. Who's that? 1 minute. Jairam sir, please. Vadantu. You are in mute, sir. Sir, you can talk. Again, you went into mute.
मम शब्दः श्रूयते खलु?
श्रूयते वदन्तु.
लघु प्रश्नः अस्ति. अत्र पूर्वस्मिन् स्लैड् मध्ये नागरैः इति पदस्य व्याख्यानं नगरे बहवः तैः विदग्धैः इति भवत्या उक्तं.
No, that's what. See,
कुतः तत्र कुतः तत्र विदग्धः इति अर्थः?
I'll tell you. I understood here. His question is, in the word nagaraihi, nagare bhavaha, nagaraha, taihi, nagaraihi is the vigraha vakyam for the samastapadam. Why I have mentioned the word vidagdaihi is, nagaraha is equal to vidagdaha. Meaning of the word nagaraha is vidagdaha. So vidagda, see, the king will not be listening to a common man, no? When somebody going in the street, talk to the king and say, you become the king. Pandu is not coming back to the country. It's right time that you take the, he will not, Nagaraha is, that's why I said people in the advisory board. So
நகரத்தில் இருக்கிற senior people.
See, just for the word Nagaraha, I have given a vyutpatti saying that Nagare Bhavaha, Nagaraha, Taihi, Nagaraihi. The actual meaning for Nagaraha is Vidagdhaha. Understood?
अत्र अस्मिन् सन्दर्भे एव अस्ति वा अथवा
नागराः इत्युक्ते विदग्धाः एव इत्यर्थः. विदग्धः एव अर्थः.
एवं वा? अस्तु धन्यवादः. ओके.
कमलाम्बाजी वदन्तु. Kamalamba. Mute. You are in mute, madam. Madam Kamalambal J.R. You are in mute. Can unmute and talk. Okay. Dhruba Sharan Singh. Vadantu Mahodaya.
Ram, ma'am.
Namaste.
Namaste, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, this is my second class. First class I had, but last couple of classes I have not attended.
Okay.
Very nice to attend your class. Listening very clear Sanskrit pronunciation, Sanskrit grammar also, ma'am. I am from Odisha, ma'am. Actually, I am weak in Sanskrit, ma'am. So so that I purchased 2 books, as you told in first class, and that Bharata-Sangraha, Adi-Parva, and that 2 books.
Samparidam.
So, ma'am, is any WhatsApp group and you are sharing any PDF in WhatsApp group or what?
I think everything will be available in Vyoma platform, sir. If you had registered for the course, I think they will give all the PDF.
Okay. Already registered. Yes.
They have the WhatsApp group also.
Okay, not checked, ma'am. Actually, sorry for this.
It's okay.
Okay. Namaste, ma'am.
Samparidam, madam.
Samparidam. It's called Sampratam. Sampratam is Uchitam ityartha. Asampratam is Anuchitam. Sampratam is Uchitam.
Thank you. Thank you.
Namaste. Satish Mahoday, vadantu.
Namaskaraha Acharya. Samvedayate iti kaha arthaha?
Samvedayate. Samvedayate is not understanding the feeling, with to know. So samvedayate, it is in niche. So the Ishvaraha, he Purushaha, Anyasya, Anyasya Sukham, Sukha Dukhe na samvedayate. That's the sentence, right? So Purushaha, the Ishvaraha Purushaha, Pandu, see, it is a generalized statement. He says a person who is in a high position doesn't understand the happiness and sorrow of other person, common man. So samvedayate is to understand, to feel. That is the meaning.
धन्यवादः
Ah, Prakash Mohini Madam Bhargava Vadantu.
Sampratam is avyaya?
Sampratam is an avyayam. Sampratam is Idanim, that is also avyayam. Sampratam is avyayam. Yeah.
Okay. Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavad. Namaste. Okay. To buy for the class. Madam, you can, Vamshi Sudha, madam, has asked, mention the book to buy for the class. Once again, I missed the last. Okay. Madam, if you have the Sura Saraswati text, it is more than enough, madam. The same thing only I'm going to teach. In future, if we have a plan to do the full Bharata-Sangraha, that time we will see. Okay, va? Then, oh, Pancha Prana, I have to check. If you want, I can share the shlokam in the group or in the chat.
Kindly share, madam.
Huh?
Kindly share that shloka.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Just now pronounced now in the class.
I'll next class I will share or I'll put it in the WhatsApp group. I'm also there in the group.
Put it in the WhatsApp group, madam. Next class you will see it.
Sure. I will. Lalita Karthikeyan, madam, Vadantu.
Hariom Bhagini, last week also somebody asked for the book. I just shared the Adi-Parva PDF in the WhatsApp group.
Okay, fine. See, if you are able to buy that Sura Saraswati book is very well printed.
Yes.
It is a very nicely printed textbook, and they have printed so many books. Only people like us buy, then only Samskritasya Vrittihi Bhavarti.
Yeah, I got Sura Saraswati book because I am writing now Tritiya. Then next time I have to write Turiya. So only I joined, but somebody asked I want that, so maybe I just share the Adi-Parva PDF.
Sure.
Very few pages. Dhanyavad.
Namaskar.
Sura Saraswati books, how to purchase, madam? Address is there on the website.
You can check with Vyomanu. I think Sura Saraswati, they have a also website also. I can share it in the group. They have a center in Bangalore as well. So, yeah. Jairam Mahoday.
Chapanam iti padasya chai iti dhatu asti tat nijantah bhavati va?
Chapanam here is, I think it is not Nijantam. It is like, what is that? Lut is a pratyam here.
No, antima chapu iti.
Kshap is the dhatu. Lut, prerane is the pratyam. The form is kshapanam.
No. My question is, chayam iti, chai iti, like the decay iti artha. To cost a decay.
Oh,
okay. Chai.
No, I will check and say, sir. Kshapanam iti padas. Yeah, I understood your question. You are asking kshayate, kshayam, akshayam, kshayam, kshayati, decay.
अस्मिन् वाक्ये को अर्थः जायते अतः तत् शपनेन तपसा एव आयुषः इत्यादि तत्र
तस्य क्षपणेन क्षपणम् is विषयरागस्य त्यागः त्यागः yeah tat kshapanam is tasya vishayaragastya tyagena. How can somebody get relieved from the material pleasure? Only if he sticks to the penance. So it goes as it qualifies tapasa.
Yeah, tapasa.
It is not like a tapas where malato karme fire, jeeb fire mukumani, manuvato dasdisi fire, yeto sumiran nahi. It is not like that. You close your mind, your lips say Ram Ram, and your mind goes to 10 dik. It's not like that. So when you are taking the tapas, it is like Vishayatyagasya. That is why I said the word Bauddha sannyasis are called like Shapanakaha. And Jain
Oh,
sannyasi. Yeah. Vishayatyagam is mandatory for them. Yeah. For
well,
what?
I'm really enjoying your classes, madam. Very good.
Namaste.
Excellent.
So for people, there are many people have mentioned that they are not in the WhatsApp group. I think you should contact Vyoma. I don't have any.
Yeah. I also wanted to join the WhatsApp group. I don't know.
I'm not an admin, I think, so I cannot add anyone. You can contact them. I'm there in the group.
Okay.
I can share you the Sura Saraswati Sabha website and also the whatever the shlokas you ask. No, those things
Madam, don't share anything now because
Ah,
the feature about WhatsApp is if I join like tomorrow and if you have posted today, I can't see all the previous posts.
okay,
Okay,
fine.
we will get
Prema,
to
madam.
join.
Yeah, there's one more. Prema Shripati Rao, madam. Vadantu
Uh,
Mahoday.
Namaste, madam. It is not exclusive to him. None of us are able to join the WhatsApp group. It takes to an external link, but the link is not working. I have raised the issue with Vyoma. Probably if they solve it, it will be okay for everybody, I think.
Sure. They will definitely do the ED. Namaste. Anything else you have? Anybody? Any question? Nothing? Namaskaraha. Punarmilava.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.